Hey everybody, on this episode of Mr. Fix, I'm going to show you how to redo the Sunbrella seat cushions with some extra foam. So, took them off, washed them nice and clean. Now, when you take these off, it's going to have this liner on it. It's like a paper. You know what? They disintegrate. So I recommend just chucking it. You're going to get the foam, 2 pieces of foam, which you're going to reuse, and then the main foam. I went to Amazon, 1-inch, high density, made in the USA foam. I ordered mine 24 inches, which is the exact same as this seat here. Get your X-Acto, put it on like this. Even if you're a little bit bigger, not too much, not overly big, but an inch or so wouldn't be bad, you know. Okay, now slice that off into the seat. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at it and say, well, which one's the best form for the front? Which one's the squarest, you know? This one's like really bad here, so I'm going to probably put that one in the back right here. I want this one that's nice and square to be the front. So that'll be the first one to go in. And the same way to take this off is the same way to put it back on. Now remember, so this one is going to end up in the front, so that's the one we want to leave with. Put it in, just like that. Bend it. You're going to bend it and stick it in. And that's the same way you would get it off. Okay? Stick it in as much as you can, flip it to the other side, making sure that, you know, we're along, you know, we're not going to aim for the edges in the middle, aim for, you know, because we're going to have to turn it once we kind of get it in. So get it in all the way, at least aim for one side, your edge going to be on along this one side, and then we'll work it to the other one. Once we're almost there, I'm going to push it right to the corner. I want to fill this up. Once you set one side up, then we'll work on the other. Put it in, it's kind of like, gets a little groove. You're going to have a lot of room in here. So, like that, this, you just work it more in the middle, like that. That's good, like this, like that. Make sure you're kind of like, your stitch is kind of in line. Look at your cut, make sure you have the clean cut there instead of the back. Hold like that. So we're going to shoot for the middle, so then when we unfold it in, it's to the edge, okay? Now, I'm going to go in here. Best thing to do is when you're in like this, stick your hands in there, even if you have to bend the thing. Get it all the way to the other side. And it should be flush here. Keep working it. Feel your hands over there. Okay, so I'm all the way in. Then I'm just going to unroll it into the corners. Look at your edge work. Make sure it looks okay for you. And then you might want to just kind of rework it. Get all kind of like wrinkles or gap out. Maybe just readjust the foam in there. Okay. All right. That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect because, you know, when you go to sit on it after, you'll find its form. Now, so what I like to do is I also like to do this top form that it has already in it. And we're going to do that the same way we did the other one. Fold it in 3, right down the middle, and roll it out. Go back in place. Once everybody's sitting on it, and you're fine. So, same thing with the underneath. What I like to do, same thing. 3, in. Okay. Now, the only thing missing now is the zip. Now, when you go to zip it, don't just leave it open. Pull it as tight as you can, and then zip it. There you go. So, that's it. Get the 1-inch made in the USA foam. You should be okay. You know, eventually, you might have to get a bigger foam to replace the whole thing. But I think it looks pretty good, and it'll probably last me another 8 years, you know? So here you go, and this is how to restuff your patio furniture cushion. And good luck to you, and thanks for watching Mr. Fix.